You're listening to the Chronicles of Livin podcast, where we talk to everyday people about everyday things in the past, present, and future. Now let's talk. Greetings, my visionary dreamers. How is everybody doing on Let's Talk Sunday? This is ADionne, your dream. Say this show. Oh, are we reconnecting? Oh, goodness. Let me see what's going on. Okay, sorry if it interrupted because it was saying reconnected, and I'm trying something different today, so we're going to see how this go, because if it don't act right this week, doing this way next week. Anywho, to the newcomers out there, this show is just about us. Like I said, everyday people, you know what I mean? Just some real talk for us to look at things in a different way, different light, and just take it all in and apply it to ourselves as needed or as not needed. You know what I mean? Whichever way floats your boat. But this is what the show is about. So without further ado, the title of the show today is Rainbows Come from Storms. And I put 22202 because that's today's date. So I'm going to talk on the numbers, the synchronicity of 222 and the meanings of that, as well as the topic of rainbows coming from storms, okay? First I'm going to start off with rainbows coming from storms. This topic, it is so crazy. First off, I did have this topic in my notes, and I went through my notes, and, nothing hit me. And then I got to this one, and today was not raining outside. I don't even think it was raining yesterday. It wasn't raining. It was a clear day. Nice. Sun was out. Now, this is the thing. Since I moved in my new house, I get rainbows in my house. I know this sounds crazy, but I literally get rainbows, little splashes of rainbows in my house. It might be a little section on a couch, might be a little line of rainbow, or I have a peephole, a little circle, rainbow circle might shine through my peephole on the wall or the door. I have a window in my office space. I might get up from my chair and a little line of rainbow on my floor or on a chair. I mean, it's crazy, and it's been like intensifying within the last couple of weeks, which is a good thing for me, because I'm like, what does rainbows mean to us? It means something good is coming our way. That's what it signifies. That's what we know rainbows to be. So I did a little research to kind of see what Google says about rainbows and different other views is that people have about rainbows. So this is one of them that I read. It says, do rainbows always appear after the rain? No, wait a minute. What are the conditions to see a rainbow? Let's start with that. So they're saying that it's 3 conditions. And follow me as I'm giving you these breakdowns. To my newcomers, I like to do this every now and then because it's going to lead to something that's going to relate to us. Okay? So just stick with me. Don't click off. Stick with me. It's all going to make sense as we go along. Okay? So 3 conditions must happen. 1, in order for this to be met, you have to see, first, it has to be raining. Second, the sun must be shining. And third, the observer must be between the sun and the rain. Okay? Now, I'm going to touch on that. When I read that, you know what came to my spirit? The observer must be between the sun and the rain. So what that signifies to me is you need to be facing the sun to see that rainbow. In other words, in a metaphoric sense, you need to be in a positive light, feeling like the sun is shining all over you, to feel the energy of a rainbow. That's how I felt it when I read it. You know, the rain, after the rain comes a lot of brilliant things. The rain, the storms, what do they do for us? It grows the grass, it grows the trees, the fruits, the vegetables, the flowers. And so what it was saying about how it forms is it's like the raindrops, they act like little prisms, and the most brilliant rainbows are displayed, and they occur in parts of the sky that's still a little bit dark, and with the rain clouds still out. And again, it's saying that the viewer is in the sunny spot facing the sun. Again, these are the things that it's saying. So when I looked up prisms, so prisms are like, I don't want to get all deep into it, but just the kind of summary of it, it's like the raindrops are acting like glass. And the prisms, the way they act is like they separate white light into spectrums of color. So therefore, the raindrops, when they're acting like glass, they're separating the light, they're separating the sunlight and making like little colors. So in other words, as they're dropping, think about this. Think about all the colors, the vegetable colors and the flowers and how colorful they are, all from the rain. You know, did you ever stop to think like, how did they get their color? Well, this is a part of it. So we have to eat these vegetables, these fruits. You know, we get these flowers, and some of the flowers are edible. So we get the flowers to make our houses beautiful and give us great energy. All of this from storms, all of this from the rain, the so-called inconvenience of the rain to us, because what happens when we want to go out or we have an event and it rains? Some people show up, some people don't. You know, us females out here, sometimes we like, oh, I'm not getting my hair wet. So we feel like it's an inconvenience when it's actually doing something great for us all as a collective. Every time it rains, it's doing something great for us. It's filling up the lakes so that we can have fish to eat. It's giving the animals water in the lakes, the wild animals, and even the animals that some of us eat. I'm not going to talk about y'all, okay? Because I'm still working on cutting my meat out. Anyway, all in all, the rain and the storms are really a blessing, even though they seem like darkness. Even though when storms come and it's lightning and all of that, it seems like it's something that's dark. But really, it's something that has to happen in order to bring our rainbows, in order for us to see brighter days, in order for us to have brighter food. You know what I mean? To eat, to have health, good health. I mean, look at how that all works. I mean, something that's so frightening to maybe dogs and cats. Sometimes they hear the rain outside, they're scared. Or little babies, they might be scared of the rain. It's just like us with life. You know, when we look at our lives and we say we're in this storm right now and things are not going our way, we can't see that there is a rainbow. We can't see that that so-called storm is just like the rainstorm, and it's causing growth in us, just like it's causing growth in those seeds that's planted to grow our fruits and our vegetables and our trees and our flowers. You get what I'm saying? It's the same concept, but in a different way. But all we can look at is what's going on right now. And if you're new to the show, this is what I do. I work hard at helping us see the flip side of everything, because this is life. We're going to go through life and we're going to hit some bumps along the way, but as long as we embrace those bumps and we look at it like, you know what, I'm feeling this bump right now. Yes, are you gonna go through? Are you gonna feel some type of way? Yes, of course. You're human. You have emotions. You have feelings. That's natural. That's normal. But the thing is this: if we learn how to look at it and say and get excited, as crazy as that sounds, but get excited when something comes along that's not going our way, or that's uncomfortable, or that's a so-called inconvenience, but we get excited about it and we say, you know what? Hey, but there's a rainbow at the end of this storm, and I wonder what it's going to be. You know what I'm saying? I know that might sound crazy, y'all, but if we all start to change our mindset in that way, then we can start enjoying life more. You know, we can start enjoying life more, even when life doesn't seem like it's enjoyable. Let's say it that way. We can learn how to work around that moment. We can learn how to work around that moment. You think about this. If we look at the storms in a factor of a pregnancy. When you pregnant, you know, first, when you become pregnant, if you don't have all that morning sickness and stuff like that, it's a joyful moment because you know what's about to happen once the pregnancy is over. Once you deliver what's inside of you, you know that you are going to deliver life. But when you go into labor, talking to my women out there, when you go into labor, you're not feeling that storm right there. You're not feeling it. You going through, you in pain, you hurting, you want it to be over. And some people go through a longer labor session than others. But what happens after the fact? You have birthed new life into this world. New life that you don't even know what that life is going to become. You don't know what that life is going to do for your family, for themselves, for this world. You don't know. But yet, in the midst of those labor pains, you not feeling it. You just like, oh my God, I just want it to be over, you know? And so it's the same thing with life as we go through our storms, and we know something beautiful is going to come out of this storm. No matter how short it is, no matter how long it is, something beautiful is going to come out of it. You might not see it right then. You might not believe it right then. But at the end of the day, if you shift your mindset and you believe that, you know what? Something beautiful is going to come out of this. Something that's useful. Something, you know, some growth that I can apply to my future, to my present. It's going to come out of this, you know? So I put 222020 because that's today's date. And I wanted to speak on that. It was ironic to me that God put on my heart to talk about the whole rainbow coming from storms on this date, because as I shared with y'all, you know, throughout here and there, that numbers is a form of communication. It's a form of communication from God, from the angels. Everything that is in life is identified by numbers. Even if we're talking about fruits and vegetables, if you look on the fruits and vegetables, they have labels with numbers on them. You know what I mean? When we ring up our food, what does it have? It has a price, which is numbers. As I said before, we have a social security number that we are identified by. When we have to sign off on papers, we have to give up our social security to get our license, to get things to get a lease, to get a mortgage. We have to give up our social security number. So therefore, the dates and the years, they are significant too to us. The number 2 is the number of union. It's the number of 2 becoming 1. You think about this. What does it take to create life? 2 people. I mean, even though now they can do it medically, but still, it's still 2 things. You got to stick the needle with the sperm and the egg. It's still 2 things if you want to look at it like that. But 222 is the number of manifestation. It's the number of, you know, time for everything that you worked hard for, if you're in a positive vibration, if you are believing, and if you're looking at things in a positive light, then know that the things that you worked hard for is about to come to light. It's about to happen. I'm not saying today. I'm not saying next week. But just know that if you have been working towards something in a positive sense, it's get ready to come to light. As long as you keep working at it, and as long as you keep believing for it, and it's not in a way of a selfish aspect, a way of it's just a self-serving aspect. If it's for the betterment, for not just you, but your loved ones or, the world, then it's going to come to light. Believe me, if you start seeing 222 on your clock, or just 2222, everything is intensified when you see a certain number and it's double, triple, quadrupled. That energy for the meaning of that number is going to happen. So I want y'all to search that up yourselves. That's some homework for y'all. Just Google the spiritual meaning of 222. You know what I mean? So going back to rainbows, I'm not going to make this show long today. I'm working hard. I'm cutting back on the content, y'all. Working hard at it. But even in the Bible, for my Bible people out there, see, I know a little bit. I researched a little bit. Genesis 9:13, 17. That's when Noah and God talked to Noah about the floods. And that's the first rainbow. The rainbow in the Bible signifies God's covenant that he won't destroy the earth, or Mother God won't destroy the earth through floods anymore. That's not saying that floods are not going to come. We've seen them. But the covenant is that it says in that verse, it says, I do set my bow in the cloud, and that shall be for a token of a covenant between me and the earth. That's what it says. You know what I mean? So y'all can look that up for yourselves. But I just found that so crazy that this title, God put this on my heart, and I had it in my notes already. And this is how I went. I'm looking for the title. I'm scrolling through my notes, and I looked at a couple of them, but then when that one came up, I looked at it again. And then I was like, how can I put that in a show? How can I, talk about that? Is that really what I should be talking about today? So I left my phone on my desk and I walked away, and I think I was going in my closet. Yeah. My laundry room closet to get something, right? And soon as I went towards my closet, there was a little circle rainbow shining through my peephole. It was so vibrant. I started taking pictures because I see them so much, and I know people going to think I'm crazy. How you got a rainbow in your house? But I'm just trying to tell y'all. So I'm like, okay, well, maybe that is the topic. Then I go to my phone, and I look down on my floor, and there's a rainbow strip on my floor. It was almost like God was like, you better do this topic today. I was like, dang, okay. So that's why this is the topic of today. So I'm hoping whoever this topic was for today is that you actually see a rainbow. I'm praying that everybody that's listening to this show today, that before this month is up, the month of February is up, that you see a rainbow. I don't know when, where, whatever, but at some time during this month of February, I am believing God for all of y'all, whoever is listening to this show right now, to see a rainbow. And when you see that rainbow, whatever it is that's in your life that you've been praying for, whatever miracles you've been praying for, whatever situation, person that you've been praying for, just know when you see that rainbow, that is confirmation that all is well with that thing that you have been praying for. So I'm saying today on 2/2/2020, get your prayers out there. Get your prayers out there. Whatever it is that you've been praying for, whatever it is you've been working for, really look at it in a positive sense. If it's not going well for you today, it hasn't been going well for you all the way up to today, you're tuned in for this reason. You're tuned in because God is using me to give you confirmation, to let you know that all is well, that everything is going to work out for your good. And I'm going to say it in that way because sometimes what we pray for maybe not be the best for us, or maybe it might not be God's best for us. So just know that if it doesn't work out exactly like you prayed it, something better is going to happen, or someone better is going to come, or whatever it is. If it doesn't work out exactly like you wanted to, just know it's going to work out for your good. Just know that, okay? Because it's no way that you would be tuning in on this day at this time and I'm talking about rainbows and I'm saying the things to you that I'm saying. Even for myself, for me to see 4 rainbows throughout my house today, because that wasn't the only 2. I saw 4 different rainbows in different spots throughout my house today. Small little rainbows is amazing. I've never experienced this. I'm 49 years old. I've never experienced a rainbow being in my house. I've seen rainbows outside, but not in my house. I mean, like literally on my pillow and on my floor or on my chair, like just spots. It's crazy, and the colors are so vibrant. And what that did for me is just boost me. Like, it's like, oh shoot, what's coming? I'm excited. What is going on? What is about to come my way? And that's how you should feel just through listening to the show today. Because the energy that I'm putting out to you is the energy that I'm in right now. And as I always say, we are made up of energy. And we have to choose each and every day, what type of energy are we going to put out there to the world? What type of energy are we going to put out there to our family, to our friends, our loved ones? What is the energy? It's our choice. As soon as we open up our eyes, it's our choice how we want our day to go. And as it says, what you are is what you attract. Law of attraction. So if you get out the bed grunky, I'm saying it that way. Somebody said I'm always making up words. Yeah. Grunky or groggy or whatever the word is. You get out the bed that way, and that's how you start your day, then know and expect that that's how your day is going to go. But if you catch yourself and you wake up grunky or groggy, but you decide that, you know what, let me say a prayer, let me meditate. And mind you, I saw the rainbow and I got the title after my meditation. I had did a deep meditation today, especially because of today's date, and I know the meanings of these numbers. I did a deep meditation today. As soon as I came out of that meditation, one of my cousins called. I talked to her for a bit, and then that's when I got up and everything, and then I saw that rainbow. And so with that said, to me is, as I was meditating, whatever I was meditating on, because sometimes when you meditate, you're silent. You just, you know what I'm saying? I'm just being one with self, and I'm just being silent. So whatever it is, my manifestations is coming. They coming. I don't know what it is, how it's going to come, but I'm excited, y'all. And so I just want to share that energy with y'all today. I want y'all to be excited. This is a new year. This is a new decade. We get a chance to start the next 10 years of our life in a different way than it was the last 10 years of our life. We get a chance to write down and to just look at things differently, do things differently, create different habits and meet new people, do new things that we probably was thinking of doing in the last decade but never got around to it. We get that opportunity in these next 10 years to design a whole new blueprint for us, for our family, for our loved ones, for our friends, to all enjoy at the end of the day. So with that being said, and I want to say, one of the most important things that the rain brings, because it helps to grow the trees and the grass, is oxygen for us to breathe. Did y'all know that? That the trees, plants, they give off oxygen for us to help us to breathe. So the rain, storms, helps us to continue to have oxygen to breathe. So when I look at that, and I think I wanted to say something about as far as the prisms of light, and how it says that the raindrops separates the light, and each raindrop turns into color. So if you use the light that God is offering to you today, and you turn that light and you reflect it into different colors and allow your life to be colorful, you know what I'm saying? Instead of just this normal black and white life. And I mean that in a metaphoric way, meaning like, if you're not getting out there and you're not enjoying life because you're going through, or things is not moving the way you want it to move, or things are not playing out the way you want it to play out, then you're losing out. You're losing out on what life is all about, guys. Take that light and turn it into color for yourself. Take them raindrops that fall down. Every time you see it raining, look at them raindrops and remember that they are drops, little drops of different colors, and they're falling and to make our life colorful, and just receive that energy into your life so that your life can become colorful, more colorful than it was before. You might already have a colorful life. Well, make it even more colorful. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, live your life, guys. Do something different every day. It's a new decade. Do something different every day. Do something daring. Dare yourself. Challenge yourself. It's not about when we was in school, people, other students would challenge us, or if you was on some type of sports team, it was always a competition and you was challenged all the time. You was challenged with your homework, with your tests and all of that. How about challenging yourself? Challenge yourself to be and do something new for the good, not for somebody else, but for you to be a better you. How about that? So I'm just gonna leave y'all with this, and I'm not going to talk all long today. I don't know, I'm just in my Musa state. I'm just real calm. I had it real deep. I mean, I meditate every day, but today it just was like, I don't know, maybe it was the rainbows and I was all excited. I was talking to God even more today when I saw the rainbows. I was like, okay, what's this here? What angel is here visiting me? I'm just surrounded with angels. I was just excited. I'm like, I don't know what's about to happen, but I'm expecting. That's just the energy I'm in. I'm in the energy of expecting nothing but good things. I'm not saying that I'm not happy or I'm not in a good mood or whatever like that now, but I'm just saying, look, 4 rainbows. If you see 4 rainbows in your house, you can't do nothing but get excited about whatever that meaning for those rainbows being in your house is for. I'm freaking excited, and I gotta say it that way. I ain't gonna cuss in that form, but I'm freaking excited, as the kids say. So with that, I'm gonna leave y'all guys today. And I just want to thank y'all for tuning in. I want to thank y'all for purchasing the books, Visionary Dreamer 90-Day Journal and Transform Your Life, Invest in Yourself, Discover Your Purpose, all that good stuff on Amazon and Barnes & Nobles. Just search up the book section and put in April, ADionne, ADionne, Williams, and the book should come up. And definitely, follow me on IG. I'm challenging myself. I get some more followers, I'll be on there more frequently. And also, let me see, is it anything else I'm leaving out? No. That's about it. Just share the show, guys. Follow me, comment, subscribe, whatever it is. But all in all, I'm just grateful to y'all. I'm grateful to God for this platform. I'm grateful. I'm just grateful. I can't stop saying it. I'm just grateful. So I guess what I'm trying to say is find something to be grateful about. There's more than one thing to be grateful about, but find something today to express your thankfulness to God, to the universe, to your loved ones, or whatever. Just find something and just say thank you. Thank you. Go to bed tonight making sure that you express your gratitude in some type of way about who you are, where you're going, and who's in your life that's loving on you. How about that? Okay? So with all that being said, I will talk to y'all next Sunday. This is ADionne, your dream pusher, your lifeguard, saving you from yourself, from the world, from some real bullshit. And you are listening to Chronicles of Livin podcast show, the show for everyday people doing everyday things, living everyday life. You know, it's extraordinary folk doing the thing the best way we can. And I'm not going to record in this way next week because this thing was giving me issues. But nevertheless, I hope y'all enjoyed the show. Love you guys. Peace. Thank you for listening to Chronicles of Livin, where we talk to everyday people about everyday things in the past, present, and future. And if you are pursuing your dreams, I'm proud of you. Because the best part of life is when you decide to live.